Hello everyone! I'm a little bit late for Heavensturn this year, but that does not mean I'm about to miss it. So let's take a look at the questline together, and I need to roll for my fortune this year. The fortune thing better be here, because I had such a bad fortune last year, and still my year was surprisingly good. So maybe I wanna get a bad fortune again. So we have to start talking to Happy. Heavensturn trivia. Oh, I do like trivia. The Happy Boko wishes to test your knowledge of the Heavensturn costumes. Ooh. Alright. My, you look ready for all manners of arduous journeys and feats of valor. An adventurer, perchance? I am dressed up for the festival. I don't want to fight in this. Pray forgive my idle speculations. I am known as the Happy Boko, and along with my fellow delegates have come to these shores that we might share our Heavensturn custom with the fine folk of Eorzea. Yes, we are aware. Both our peoples mark the turning of one year to the next, but how we do so differs in few key respects. In the Eorzean tradition, the 12 choose one of their numbers to guide their realm through the coming year. In the Far East, however, customs dictate we honor one of the 12 noble beasts. This year's totem is none other than the Happy, although the term snake might be more familiar to Eorzean ears. Where I hail from, this oft-reviled creature represents longevity and regeneration, owing to the miraculous manner in which the Happy emerges anew time and time again after shedding his skin. That many and more may benefit from the noble beast's blessing, my fellow delegates and I have devised what we hope will be an entertaining little event. I present to you the inaugural Slithery Trivial Trial. Alright. Participants will wend their way snake-like through the city street and answer the question posed by the trivia taskmasters they encounter. So how do I recognize them? Okay, so they're standing at like these places. I have bid my sister, the 3 Happy Yoriki, awaiting their charges at certain locations through Limsa. Oh, this one is falling asleep. As for you, adventurer, I urge you to seek them out and put your knowledge of Far Eastern customs to the test, and rest assured that the auspicious prize is yours for the taking, should you succeed. Okay. Consider it a means of stocking up on good fortune before your next foray out into the world. How about it? Have I piqued your interest? Yes, I do like trivia, so let's do this. That snake helmet is probably the least horrible of the helmets. It kinda looks sort of just normal helmet-like-ish. This little event of ours is first and foremost about promoting insight and understanding. To that end, should you find yourself stumped during a quiz, simply say so, and my sisters will provide a helpful hint. Okay. If it is a perfect score you seek, you may also wish to speak with the Happy Doshin and acquire the knowledge you need. The first quizmaster you shall face is the eldest of my younger sisters, the blue Happy Yoriki. You'll find her a short distance north of here. Pray shed your misgivings and venture forth. Alright. This sounds fun. The bracing ocean air, the hustle and bustle, what a marvelous place. I do hope my dear sisters and I get a chance to do some sightseeing. Hello. Oh, I keep getting caught up in charms of this fair city. I have a question for you, Slithery Trivia Trial Contender. Let me see. Ready? As you are no doubt aware, the snake is considered a most auspicious creature in native Hingashi. But what blessing can one hope to receive from the humble Happy? Wouldn't it be good health? By the way, there exists one skillkin in particular known to lavish extra helping of luck to those who encounter it. The Tsukinoko. Where other serpents are sleek and slender, the Tsukinoko is broad and bulbous. Alas, few have laid eyes upon its decidedly unsnake-like form. Anyhow, that brings my section of the quiz to an end. You'll find my younger sister, the yellow happy Yoriki, by the drowned wench. Pay her a visit for the next round of the slithery trivial trial. So it is trivia I might not know. Should I then go talk to the guy? Oh, he does have like a new dialogue choice. Okay, listen carefully. We Far Easterners are fond of our superstition, one of which concerns the happy, a creature said to bestow great fortune upon all who behold one. The happy are as multifarious as they are scaly, and while each species has their merits, white happy in particular are revered for their rarity. But there is one serpent that stands or rather slithers above the rest, and that is the fabled great white Tsukinoko, luck giver supreme. Traditionally, the people of Ingashi have used rice cakes to decorate their homes and represent the creature when praying for his blessing. Alas, in modern times, sighting of the real serpents have all but ceased. Ah, alright. I'm guessing that was the knowledge. Let's see what they say. So they tell me a little bit more about like the individual things. Hey, we have a sprout. It's nice that you can always recognize the sprouts because their outfits are absolutely horrid. Because they don't have access to the glamour yet. And it just seems to be part of MMOs to give you things that do not match in color at all. By the Kami, the city is absolutely packed with people. It's enough to send you dizzy. Hi, trivia? Give me a moment, contender. You're aware that the snake is a symbol of luck, yes? Well, some snakes are luckier than others, and they happen to have one thing in common, their color. Any guesses as what that might be? That's the white snake. Very good. White is the correct answer. White snakes are rare, mystical creatures, hence the association with good fortune. But when it comes to rarity and mystique, there's one snake that deserves special mention, the elusive great white Tsukinoko. In time past, people would pray to the lucky serpent in hope of receiving their blessing. In the past 100 years or so, though, there hasn't been a single recorded sighting of the creature. Its existence is all but fable these days. Anyway, you have just one question left. Head to the Bismarck to see my little sister. Alright. Ah, what heavenly smells. I must remember to visit the Bismarck and pick up a few tasty treats for my sisters. Hello, trivia? There you are, contender. I've been waiting for you. I hope you're ready for the last question. I assume you've heard all about how we Far Easterners used to revere the great white Tsukinoko, yes? I'm guessing my sisters also told you how there's been nary a sighting for over a century now. A crying shame, I tell you. Still, the people of Hingashi, being the resourceful people that they are, found a suitable surrogate to pay respect during Heavensturn. Any idea as to what they might have turned to? That would be the rice cakes. A Mughal... Oh no, rice cakes. Rice cakes! Precisely! To be honest with you, I am surprised an Eorzean would even have an inkling. Color me impressed. When I say cake, you probably think of something nice and light, but the rice cakes we decorate our home with during Heavensturn in Hingashi are rock hard. We take one pebbly hard rice cake and stack it on top of another. You have to use your imagination a little, but they're supposed to look like the great white Tsukinoko itself. Well, that brings us to the end of the slithery trivia trial. Thanks for taking part. Alright. We can't forget your prize now, can we? For your efforts, a gift born of the finest painstaking Hingashi craftsmanship. And it will be yours in matter of moments. Hold on, I... have lost it? Blast! I could have sworn we had plenty left. Oh dear. It's okay though. Under normal circumstances, you'd be walking away with an exquisite white Tsukinoko ornament, positively overflowing with good fortune. But surrounded by all these enticing scents, I completely forgot to restock. My big sister is going to be livid. Please calm down. Creepy. Oh, seems there was one left after all. Phew. Sorry about all that. Anyhow, it's all yours. Oh, and it's impertinent to even ask, I know, but could I trouble you to tell my sister, the happy Bugo, I mean, that I've run out of prizes? I'd be happy to fetch more myself, but I ought to stay here just in case another trivia challenger shows up. So, can I accompany you? Sure. Much obliged. May the kami guide you. Yes, that's a creepy-looking prize. We need prices. Am I to understand that my sister allowed prize supplies to run out and asked you to report this fact to me in her stead? Clearly, my efforts at disciplining have fallen short of the mark. I must redouble my efforts. You're gonna smack her with a snake? Please accept my sincere apologies. I shall send someone along forthwith to replenish our stocks. Yeah, it's fine. In fact, this thing looks super creepy. What have we here? Did you perhaps drop your prize? No. No? Mochi! Mochi! Oh, mochi is so good. But by the kami! Our prize may be exquisitely crafted, but they are mere ornaments. They do not possess the faculty for speech or locomotion, I can assure you. Which leads me to think, could this be the fabled great white Tsukinoko of yore, unseen and unheard for generations? To think I would live to see the day. What a wonderful auspicious occasion this is. If he's asking for mochi though, why not decorate with mochi instead? Or leave some out for him? He might show up. But I must say, it is passingly strange that the great white Tsukinoko should appear in Eorzea of all places. Perhaps it found its way on board our delegation vessel before we set sail. Perhaps you would be willing to take the creature with you on your journey? Yeah, sure. Of course, for our delegation, the Sacred Serpent's coming is an event of great historical importance. Nevertheless, we cannot discount the notion that the great white Tsukinoko chose to appear before you in particular, that you might benefit from his blessing. Besides, it appears quite taken with you. I love that they just go oh yeah, this historical, mythical being is here. Please, adventurer, take it with you. Mochi. Do I need to feed it mochi? Okay, our fortune is here. Before I forget, I should point out the omikuji are available to draw for the rest of the Heavensturn season. It might prove to be a delightful distraction ere matters great and small call you to the road once again. Not that you need fear drawing a less than encouraging fortune. Nay, with the great white Tsukinoko at your side, you are sure to overcome any hardship that comes slithering your way. You have my heartfelt thanks for joining in with the humble endeavours of ours. May the hallowed happy guide you on the path of fortune till the heavens turn once again. Yes. That was okay. I feel like the seasonal quests are not the greatest as of late. I quite like the new area for the Christmas festival, but I don't know, they really need to think about these festivals a bit. Well, does the vendor have anything interesting this year? Oh yeah, the New Year meal. And the fan stand. Okay, let me grab a few of those. I think it would be very fun if they would actually look into some mini games or something. If they're struggling with rewards for them, I mean, you could just have the gold saucer setting up some special mini games for each festival or something. I don't know. It feels like something is missing. Greeting, my friends. I deal in Omikuji, traditional forest and fortunes. Would you care to draw one? Yes. Let's do this. I just want to draw one. Alright. What is my fortune for the year? The thing is so big. Misfortune. At least it's not great misfortune like I had last year. Thou shalt experience misfortune. Heed these words of guidance and thy luck may change. I mean, I got great misfortune last year and I had the best year ever in real life, so I don't know. On adventure, whiskered fish shall impede thy step. Exercise, do care. Okay. Avoid the fish people. Relationship. Seek encounters in lands distant and unknown. We are already doing that. We are in Tural. Prosperity. Good fortune awaiteth. Outfits thy retainer anew. Alright. I shall fix up the retainers. They really are out, like, way behind on gear anyway, poor guys. Conflict. Be magnanimous in thine encounters. I don't know what that means. Magnanimous? What does magnanimous mean? Magnanimous. Generous or forgiving, especially towards a rival or less powerful persona. Huh. Okay, so be forgiving or merciful in encounters, and in favor, to defeat adversity as unassailable as the Fury Shield, thou must strike with resolve unwavering. Fair enough. Okay, so sort out my retainers to be merciful and avoid whiskered fish people. Fair enough. I do always like the fortunes. And I'm curious what fortunes you guys got this time around. Did you get a good one or a bad one? Do you draw like multiple fortunes until you get what you want? Or do you like just do one like I do? And that is the end of Heavensturn. I like these festivals for the shortness, but still I feel like something is missing. I have sort of started missing the festivals from World of Warcraft, where there tended to be more like events happening. While some of them were definitely a little bit too big at times, there was at least something always exciting about them. And with Final Fantasy, I love that we get a new little story every time. But I wish they would add in something a little bit more to do, to like mark the season in a more interesting way. Especially because if it's minigames and such, they don't have to change year from year. They could just keep on recycling them. But one thing I learned is that the developer team is very set in their way, so if something is working, even if it's not necessarily working too great, they are not very keen on changing it. But maybe one day, we can always hope and try to tell them that we would like to have something a little bit more happening during these festivals. But that's just my opinion. Tell me, what do you think? Did you have fun with Heavensturn? Did you like the rewards? And would you like to see any changes to the festivals? Let's talk about it down in the comments. And while you're down there, maybe throw me a commendation by liking and subscribing. And of course, ringing that bell because all of this helps tell YouTube that the video was worth watching. But for now, all I want to say is tack för att horfa och eigðu yndislegan dag.